It is the most dangerous position on patrol, out in front, on point. Lance Corporal Phil Howard quickly waves a metal detector in front of him, searching for signs of an IED.
It's kind of scary being up on point and knowing that if somebody's going to pull something on you or you step on something, it's going to be the front guy.
Every second, Howard has to remain alert. One mistake could kill him or a fellow Marine behind him.
Gotta be tough too, because you never really know who's a friend and who's an enemy.
Like, you can look around right now and, you know, the guy on the bed over there. Sorry. Could be a good guy, could be a bad guy. You never know.
IEDs have become the #1 threat to U.S. forces in Afghanistan. In Helmand province, they're responsible for some 80% of all casualties.
They can either be buried in the road or detonated by a member of the Taliban who's hiding in underbrush like this. That's why it's important for the Marines to keep about 10 or 15 meters in between each Marine on patrol, so that in the event that an IED is detonated, the damage is limited.
Since they arrived in Helmand province a little more than 2 months ago, the 1st Battalion, 5th Regiment, has lost 1 Marine to IEDs. 48 others have been wounded. In July, Lance Corporal James Buttery's vehicle was hit. He escaped with just a concussion.
And where'd you landed literally right over there?
Yeah, the front of the truck was pretty much where that tree was. It knocked the tree out and was laying right there. The front end was just in there, and I was able to crawl out. And other Marines here were able to jump in and grab the Marine that was in the canal. And we were all conscious, no serious injuries.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
The Marines collect parts of the IEDs they discover. Pressure plate devices like this one are common.
When you step on that, this charge goes off, and that's how you get your explosion. They make a lot of stuff out here that for these pressure plates, you see how they do it. Look, little metal strips right there. Can make it real hasty like. Put the sticks on there, goes down, and then that's how it connects. And then they also make
so that's amazing, something as primitive as that. It's basically just 2 pieces of wood with some metal.
Yes, sir. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty smart about doing this, but we're finding them.
Have you seen anything out of the ordinary around here? Around the village?
Right now, no, everything is good.
Okay.
Today's patrol is not just about finding IEDs, however. It's about meeting local residents, building their confidence in U.S. forces and in the local Afghan government. It's not exactly what First Lieutenant Chris Connanan expected to be doing in Afghanistan.
Initially, I thought I was going to have pretty much just a firefight every day, just a running gun fight. What I've seen is that we haven't taken contact in maybe a month or so in terms of small arms, which is a good thing. And right now, we're simply just having tea with village elders.
Having tea?
Exactly. I've had, I can't even remember how many cups of tea, and a couple dinners, which is always an interesting experience.
Building trust, however, takes more than tea. It takes time. And with the Taliban growing in strength in many parts of Afghanistan, U.S. officials acknowledge time is not on America's side.
Do you think the people here believe you're here to stay, or do you think they're still kind of on the fence?
I think the majority of them are on the fence. We have some supporters and we have some people that think that we're going to leave tomorrow. But for the majority of the people, I think they're on the fence.
To get them off the fence and on the side of the Afghan government, the Marines are trying to fund local development projects and show residents they're not going to let the Taliban return. In the town of Kaji Baba, the Marines meet with 2 village elders. Both are courteous, but aren't willing to say if they support the U.S. or the Taliban. Lieutenant Colonel Bill McCullough tells them Marines will be here at least until next summer, but beyond that, he can't promise.
So a lot of people here aren't willing yet to choose sides.
They're waiting for a little more bona fides from us that we are here to stay. That's what we're trying to develop here. If they trust us, they'll trust their own government. And once these folks pick sides and say, no, we're with the government, I believe that is it's not a win, but it's a sign that we're winning.
Anderson Cooper, CNN, Helmand Province, Afghanistan.